Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the slight delay. We were just trying to get the classes kind of easily shown, and we've actually had less people turn up than what's have signed up, which is slightly frustrating. But anyway, my name is Anders. You're watching Pretty Ninja Racing here on YouTube. Thank you ever so much for being here. And tonight is round one of our very first ever Porsche Multiclass Championship, basically, and it's all depending on your licensing on World Sim Series website. So the rookies can drive the rather lovely Cayman Clubsport GT4, and then if you have the amateur license, you can drive the lovely Porsche Sprint class. Hello bums, or mayor. So oh, and why is it now? There's both of the GT4s left. They have, haven't they? Or have they? How bizarre. No, they're right there. Interesting. Interesting. And this is why I was trying to sort it out prior. So we're now into quali mode. I now remember why I didn't use this app. Oh, there's 3 GT4s. There was definitely only 2. So this app only shows when someone goes over the timing line. That's annoying. Do I just change it back and we just work with it? We're going to do that. I'm going to take you over to our current events and talk you through them. So, once I fix this, I will then talk you through them, rather, because I'm just being awkward and I want to give you the best experience possible. So this is why I'm currently sending you to our adverts. Hopefully we will have some more GT2 cars added to our GT2 World Championship, which will be rather cool if we did. Sorry, I'm still just tweaking a couple of bits. This is not very professional, I know. I'm aware. Tell you what, that's just gonna have to do. It's just gonna have to do, and we're gonna have to do our best to work with it. That's just not the perfect way to go about this. Let's get rid of that. Move that over a little bit. Lovely stuff. So we're now into qualifying here for the first round at Albert Park in our Porsche Multiclass Cup. So we like to use different circuits here at P&R. You can see we've got 11 drivers in, which is nice, and you can see we've got the Cup class, which is the faster GT3 style of Porsche. So we're looking at Lloyd, just gone over the timing line. And anyone without a name is basically the GT4 Clubsport version. So these are your rookies, and then these are your amateur license. And we should be in for a good event, really. It's the first time we're using the Porsche Multiclass. And Sobek is doing quite well. So Butler's on the hards. So it looks like the GT4s are on hards. They can't seem to really change it. But the Porsches, the 911s, the sprint class are on the softs. Now, I'm surprised that Sobek hasn't got past this GT4. There should be quite the speed difference. They shouldn't be the same. Sobek needs to get past this GT4. Look at how much he's having to hold off. Unless that GT4 is on a flying lap, maybe. He's trying not to get in their way. And that could be Butler in front, actually. So it could be Butler trying to get over the timing line. It is. And there goes Sobek to set a bit more. Well, he's going to set a faster lap time. So as the lap times will come in, we'll get a rough idea of what the pace should be here at Albert Park. It's not just good for Formula 1. It's good for a lot of other classes today. 66, I think, is going to be the main contender for the sprint class in today's race. He's got a brand new Sim Magic wheel, so he'll be getting used to it. So, in the nicest way, hopefully. He isn't quite used to it just yet. And allow other people to go in. And as I say that, he's just done a 56.7. So Skyring needs to find a whole second somewhere. So our ultimate champion is currently on the back foot already with only 4.5 minutes left to go. Lloyd has set in a 58.1 again. Needs to find a lot more time. Mayer is in the same boat as Lloyd. And Sobek didn't really get a clean lap. So we'll see what Sobek can do. Sector 1 and Sector 2 aren't looking the best. Can Sobek get done? He's not that far off the pace. If this is based off, I think this is based off his previous lap. So Sector 3 should be where the improvement is. Not opening up that left-hander. A little bit too middle of the road. And over the timing line. This actually looks like a pretty healthy lap here for Sobek. 57s, 57.9 puts him into P3. Whee! Look at that. Nicely done. Sobek is really going for it. So is Skyring. 66. It's currently on their flyer. Sound pretty nice. So Butler's currently leading the way in the GT4s. A whole 7 seconds ahead of Andreas, who's currently off the circuit. Esteban and Ozhagen yet to set a lap time. And Rimban also yet to set a lap time and really struggling with the 911 sprint car by the looks of it. So there is a whole second between Skyring and 66. And Andreas is disconnected from the server, so clearly they're not having a good time. Lloyd has just been chilling in the pits. I wish I could be driving that GT4 right now. Yeah, man, I mean, that'd be. It's a shame that you work nights, but yeah, it is a shame. It is a shame. As Sobek moves into P2, knocking Skyring down one spot. So Sobek, after having an okay touring car event, is now P2 in the Porsche Sprint class in our I'll get my words out properly in a minute. The multi-class Porsche race, as Rimban gets out of the way. Rimban really does need to find the rhythm a little bit. And there goes Skyring. And over the time and line, Skyring comes. We have 20 seconds left of the qualifying session left to go, and Skyring has just started his flying lap. 66 has gone into the pits with a healthy 9/10 lead. Mayer currently in P5, Coulson P6. 3 seconds adrift off 66. Butler is in the pits with a 202. I think Butler's going to have quite an easy drive here. Coulson's also gone off or stopped, and Larim is also stopped as well. So Skyring is 3/10 up on himself, apparently. What can Skyring get done this lap? We do have a couple of GT4s still out on track as well. Oh, he's 1/10 slower in Sector 2 compared to his best. Come on, Butler, remember the fuel! I don't think Butler's going to have any problems tonight, to be honest. We need some more competitive GT4 drivers in our league, so if you want to get involved, just check out the link in the description below and get yourselves signed up. Monday nights, Wednesday nights and Sunday nights. But we are about as a community every other night. As Skyring comes round the final corner, all eyes are on him. Over the timing line he goes, as there is a car going backwards. Okay. So he's trying to just get into the pits, is he? What's he trying to do? Not really sure what he's trying to do. So we'll wait until we get into the race, and then we might have to just get rid, because that's just not the sort of thing that we need, especially when someone's trying to come over the timing line and is only 1/10 off the fastest lap. Coulson's connection's not looking the brightest right now. So here are your starting lineup. 66 is P1, Skyring P2, just only, like I said, 1/10 behind in the end after getting that lap nailed down. Sobek in P3, Lloyd in P4, Mayer in P5, so there could be a good battle for P5 there. Coulson in P6. Butler leads the way for the GT4s. Oshegan in P8 or slash P2 in class, and Esteban in P9. And hopefully we'll get onto the race very, very shortly. So we'll keep an eye on 66 as we go into the lead, and for some reason it says for me that Skyring is in P10. Not sure why. Shouldn't be. It's in P2. So Esteban's disconnected from the server, so we've lost someone. And with 6 lights, and off we go. Starting round 1 of the Porsche Multiclass series. And 66 is miles ahead into T1. And it goes 66 Skyring, Lloyd, Sobek, Mayer, Coulson, Butler, and then Rimban, and then O'Tegan, who is clearly got some connection issues. Now Rimban should be kicked from the server momentarily. So it might be when he crosses the line, I don't know. Thank you very much, Mayor. So, to the action, all the cars are fairly evenly split, to be honest. Lloyd got a decent start by looks of things and got up to P3. Skyring is half a second behind 66. Lloyd is trying to keep up with the front 2 pair in the green Porsche. Sobek in P4. Trying to keep up with Lloyd and not doing a bad job, but Mayer looks to be on the attack fairly soon. Oh, and who's that in the background? Coulson spun it. Lost the rear end. And Butler is in P6 leading away for the GT4s, but quite honestly, there's not many GT4 sign-ups. Rimban is struggling to keep up with the GT4. So we'll see what happens when they cross over the line. In theory, they should be kicked. Well, nothing's happened. Interesting. Not sure what your thoughts on that are, let me, but yeah. Coulson is in P8. O'Hagan is in P9, rounding us off. The closest battle is between Lloyd and Mr. Skyring, because 66 is already 1 second ahead with 17 minutes left to go. It is just a simple 20-minute race. Penalty cannot be cancelled. Well, I'm not quite sure why he hasn't been kicked yet then. Not sure. So it's a bit annoying that it's not done it already, because, you know, in the nicest way, they're just driving for the sake of driving. Mayer is again very close to Sobek. But can he get anything done here around Albert Park? Everyone is pretty even keel up in the Cup series. Coulson's just got ahead of Rim. And now has the GT4 of Butler, who's sadly going to have a little bit of a lonely race. So if you want to get involved in the PNR series, just hit the link in the description below. We are always looking for more drivers. Our events are fun. Sometimes you may even win an actual trophy. 66, our current race leader, has set the pace. Didn't test the webpage, so I don't know how long it takes or how it works. Yeah. Get negative points finishing behind GT cars. They won't get negative points, but their driver rating will be hit. Yes. Quite considerably. Because basically, if you finish outside the top 50%, you're gonna lose some rating. But all the cars, all of a sudden, have started to split. So it's almost as if everyone's just getting into a bit of a groove. And they're not quite pushing each other to the limit yet. I mean, Coulson is currently 3.8. There we go. Drive-through for cutting. No, not a drive-through. Oh, he's got a drive-through for cutting. Deary me. So Rabano has got to do a drive-through for already getting too many track cuts. Yeah, not quite sure. It literally says kicked from server number 1. Driving backwards during qualifying. Kicked. But he's been given a track penalty for cutting. Oh dear. Bless him. Okay. Lloyd looks to be on the attack against Skyring. Lloyd has now just set the fastest lap of the road for 56.9. So Lloyd is clearly feeling a little bit racy in these Porsche Cup cars. Oh, and there's a bit of action going on in the background as Sobek and Mayer are dicing it out. Riband drove into the pit wall, apparently. And Mayer hasn't quite found a way past Sobek just yet. Butler, again, like I mentioned, is being catched by Coulson, which he should be. And it's going to have a little bit of a lonely GT4 race. So hopefully, we will get a few more GT4s in the future. Drive-through has been taken by Rabano. 66 leading Skyring, leading Lloyd. After 3 to 4 seconds after that, we got Sobek and then Mayer. Coulson should make light work of the GT4 here, as Mayer has made his way through past Sobek finally. But has Sobek got an answer? Coulson has got by Butler, but that's to be expected. So Coulson's back up to P6 in the overall timetable. Still P6 in class. You see how Sobek isn't using all of the circuit there to open up that left-hander. Honestly, just that extra meter of track will make such a huge difference into your lap times, into your tyre wear, into your pace. Like, it's just, you just got to do it. It needs to happen. Sobek needs to use the full circuit. Because it'll be in those areas that he's losing time to the likes of Mayer and those in front. Coulson's just come over the line to set his personal best of 159.4. You see again, he's really shallow. Manages to make that work though in some way. I'm not quite sure how Mayer didn't get the power down earlier, and Mayer's got a bit of a slap. Oh, and Sobek slowed down. Interesting. I don't know why Sobek did that then. That was seriously unnecessary. He could have put the pressure on. And now what he's actually done inadvertently, it's given Mayer a 1.3 second advantage here. The top three split by 1 second. with 10 minutes to go. We're almost halfway through the race. And it's currently 66 Skyring and Lloyd again, trying to battle it out. Who can get that maiden victory? We've got 66 in front. The green Porsche of Lloyd behind. .66 has just set a personal best, but it's not the fastest lap of the race. In fact, Lloyd was quicker that lap. And Lloyd is looking dicey. He's looking for an opportunity to get past Skyring. Skyring's going to have to be defensive here, but these two have to be careful. If they battle too much, 66 will walk away. They always have to work together to get 66. Because just from that battle alone, they've lost 4 attempts. Now can Lloyd and Skyring work together to challenge 66? Lloyd is lapping very well at the moment. 9 minutes left of the race to go. Just what can these three do, or these two people do rather, Skyring and Lloyd, to get 66 and put a bit more of a feasible challenge. Lloyd is looking rather racy. Just seems to have a lot better acceleration out of the corners than Skyring does, and 66 for that matter. But these two need to figure something out, because again, Lloyd is faster than 66. Sure, there'll be a bit of tow. And another drive-through penalty for Rubano showed up there. Skyring trying to put 66 under pressure. Is Lloyd going to let Skyring have a go for a lap or two and then try and capitalise on it? Realistically, there's only about 3 laps left after this one, but let's just set a personal best and fastest lap in the GT4 of a 2:02. But we're currently keeping an eye on the battle for P1. Like I said, only a second splits all 3 of them. And Skyring looks to have got a really good launch out of the chicane here. Is it going to be enough to be able to put a little bit of pressure on 66 going into the corner? It is. Skyring is certainly trying to put 66 under some pressure here. Ooh, a little bit CPU occupancy, 99%. Wonderful. Just what we need. You can see in the background there, who is that? It's not Mayer. Mayer's... Oh, it is Mayer. Mayer's 6 seconds behind. And is setting some okay lap times. Not as quick as the 3 in front, but certainly set some okay lap times. There is a back marker there. And our race leader 66 is still under a bit of pressure from Skyring. who is now under a bit more pressure by Lloyd. Oh, it's Lloyd. Lloyd's got a drive through for cutting. Just too many track limits. Now he can't slow up. He needs to really get that drive through out of the way. He'll lose about 20 seconds, which will put him down to just... Wow, it depends how quick you can get it done, actually. He needs to really get moving. Skyring, now knowing that there's no pressure from the car behind, is trying to get the job done and try and make a move. He's a lot closer this lap, but he needs to get a really good exit out of the chicane, or the S's, which he has done this time around, but again, I don't think he's close enough to mount any form of challenge. He really needs to be on that rear bumper of 66 with the drive that he's been getting to mount a challenge into that left-hander. 66 isn't really defending the corners either, and 66 has a little bit of understeer there. And Lloyd's still going. I wonder if he's going to try and... Well, he needs to do his drive through on an open lap. That's the only problem, because if you cross the timing line before... It's not like Michael Schumacher back in F1 days. It will just give him a 1 second time penalty, so he needs to get it done. But the battle for P1 has been going for 16 minutes now. And I think Skyring needs to just be a little bit brave and just try and move, try and catch 66 out. They're catching up to a couple of back markers now, in the form of Rabano and Hossegan. But the gap has opened up to 7 tenths here. But is the back markers what's going to be the downfall of 66? And Skyring's trying to figure out what's the best way to do it. 66 is just getting on with it. And this is what's going to make the duel... Oh, is it? I thought this was going to cause a bit of a problem, but it hasn't really. Not really. Skyring is still there. And Lloyd still has a drive through. He's just trying to open that gap to Mayer as much as possible, but it's just not enough time. Bano's gone off again. And has fallen down, and Lloyd, oh, it's got a bit of a snappy tail there. So Lloyd does need to go into the pits this lap, really. Try and get it done. You can see, yeah, he's just going in. So we'll keep an eye out for where Lloyd is going to come out. Hopefully he'll be able to get it done fairly quickly and still get a decent result out of this race. And Coulson's had an incident. He's off at that right-hander again. And drive-through's been taken for Lloyd, and he's just going to come out behind Sobek. Don't cross that white line. Well done. So he can get back to P4, I think. And get it done. 1 minute 40 left to go. And Butler, quite frankly, has had probably one of the easiest Wednesday evening drives he's ever had in the GT4. So there's just been no competition for him. So I'm going to say again, we need more drivers. We need more drivers. So please, if you want to get involved, if you're watching, please do get involved. It's completely free. Just click in the link in the description below. Create yourselves a World Sim Series account. And Lloyd has moved up into P4. Past Sobek. And Skyring just seems to be dropping off in Sector 2 now. Maybe think he hasn't got anything to challenge 66, but I would disagree. It's like that sort of line there is what gets him rather close to 66. He just needs to try something because 66 hasn't really been defending like that. Just needs to try and put 66 off, whether it's just, you know, a cheeky lake break down the inside. As long as he's close enough, obviously. .66 won't turn on him. And we are down to the last lap now, so it's now or never for Skyring. He needs to pick a point of the circuit that he can maybe get something done. Oh, bit of a bump. They waited. That's good. That's nice. All good. Back to it. Off they go. Oh, and Skyring loses the rear end. That's it. That's going to be it. Unless 66 makes any unforced errors. That is Skyring's chances gone. And here's our GT4 class leader at the moment. Butler coming over the timing line to start their last lap of the race. Easy drive for Butler. But here has been your race leader from start to finish. Two more corners to go. And 66 is going to come over the timing line and take round one of our first ever Porsche Multiclass race here at Albert Park. Excellent drive. Skyring finishes P2. Mayer is going to come over the line and get P3. Some very valuable points for the season ahead. Lloyd with the drive-through. Could have mounted an attack on both of them, but sadly just cutting the circuit a few too many times. Or just going out of bounds a few too many times. Sobek finishes the line, crosses the line, sorry, in a strong P5, and Coulson is coming, leading us up in P6. And Ribano is come over the timing line to take P7 in class, but P8 overall. And Butler's drifting. Why not? Nicely driven by Butler. Very consistent, very quick. But sadly, no competition for him to test his skill set out on. So here is your race winner, 66, the overall race winner. And your race winner for GT2, Mr. Butler. Done a reasonably good job. Skyring takes P2, Mayer P3, Lloyd P4, Sobek P5, Coulson in P6. As I mentioned, Butler's our GT4 class winner. He had enough fuel today, which is good to see. Ribano has left the server, and Horsehagen has also left the server. So, coming up again soon, next week we'll have the second round of the Porsche Multiclass event. I will tell you where that is next time the slide comes around. This Sunday we have the GT2 Round 2 Championship. World Championship, sorry, I said that completely backwards. And again, once it comes back around, I will tell you where all of these are racing. Monday night we are back for round 2 of the PNTCC. It's going to be a good one at the fictional Aladara circuit. So next week for the Porsche Multiclass, at the Porsche Multiclass, we're also at the Aradana circuit, which should be a rather good laugh for that one. And this weekend in the GT2, we're at the Lauritz Ring GT2 layout. We may have some more GT2 cars by then to be able to drive in. So I would say good race by all. In all fairness, they did incredibly well in the Porsche Multiclass Series event. We do need some more drivers though. We had a few sign-ups, not everyone turned up. It's a shame, I know, but can't be helped. If you want to get involved, there is a link in the description below, or join our Discord by typing !pretty. Which day is GT2? Sunday nights, when you're doing your Formula 1 competition. That doesn't matter, because it's not a P&R event, so it doesn't matter. So Sunday at 8:30 GMT in the evening. All of our events are 8:30 GMT, so there is the Porsche, not the Porsche, sorry, the GT2 World Championship. We may have some more cars, such as the Lamborghini, the KTM, maybe even a Dodge Viper. Exciting. Yes, the P&R touring cars head over to the fictional circuit of Aranada, and is actually going to be the first PNTCC race in the dark. And like I said, the Porsche Multiclass is also at the fictional circuit of Aradara, and that may also be in the dark as well. So that's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Short but sweet. We need some more drivers. Get signed up. We need to give some competition throughout the board. You can see that we are usually, well, we are very clean racing, but very competitive. So if you want a bit of it, get yourselves signed up to our Discord / World Sim Series websites. My name has been Anders, and laugh my ass off, I've been rude. Slating May's F1 Championship. But until next time, which is going to be Sunday evening, I'll see you there. Take care. Have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.